Hi everybody, Erica Jolles with Roundtable Realty. So I'm going to talk to you about the difference between HOA, your Homeowners Association fees, and your CDD, your Community Development District fees. Your CDD manages the community like it's a city, whereas the HOA, it's more about the homeowner to homeowner relationship. Okay, so let's first talk about our HOA. Typically, when a community has both a CDD and an HOA, the HOA is nominal. I'm gonna say it ranges anywhere from between $50 a year, maybe on the higher end to $400 a year. And what does your HOA do? So your homeowner association is a board that is voted on by the residents of your community. And then what that board's overall job is to make sure that your neighbors and you don't do anything to your home that could devalue your home and ultimately affect the values of the entire neighborhood. So for example, let's say you wanted to put a pool in or you wanted to paint your home a new color. There's a subset of that board called the Architectural Review Board, the ARB, where you have to submit plans to them for them to give you the okay to paint your house the color you want or to put a pool in your backyard. Also in some neighborhoods, things like you can't park your car on the street overnight or you can't put up a certain kind of fence. They want the consistency within the neighborhood. So again, to keep the values of the homes high. Lastly, how do you pay your HOA? You will get a bill in the mail sent to your home, and every HOA is different, whether it's sent monthly, quarterly, or yearly. That's really up to the Homeowners Association. Now, let's talk about the CDD fee, also known as the Community Development District fee. This is the fee that really throws off a lot of people who are not familiar with the Northeast Florida area. In fact, if I have a lead calling me and they found information on a house and they found it on Zillow or Realtor.com, usually this information isn't even included. So I find it very important to educate people because for some reason, it can be the make it or break it as to whether they can afford the house. I'm gonna put the sign down now. You know we're talking about the CDD fee. The CDD is made up of two components. One is the operations and maintenance portion, and the other is the bond portion. When a developer goes in to create a new community, they need money for the infrastructure, the roads, the utilities, the sidewalks. The developer takes out a bond, so they borrow the money, and that is then passed off to the homeowners to be paid over the course of 30 years in the form of a CDD. The bond portion, if you were to get to the last day of the 30th year, the bond portion would be paid off, but you will pay the operations and maintenance portion in perpetuity. The CDD is comprised of residents that were voted on or into office by other residents. Their job is to basically govern the community like a city, which is why the operations and maintenance portion you pay forever. That operations and maintenance allows this committee to hire a company to manage the pools and to take care of the tennis courts if you have tennis courts. If there's a cafe, hire a vendor for the cafe. In addition, it allows for the community to plan events. It's really what brings the community together. It allows for the food truck Fridays and the movies in the park, crafts fairs during the holiday season. In a lot of ways, the operations and maintenance portion is probably the most important part of what you're paying if you're really looking for a lifestyle community. That's the part that brings the lifestyle to the neighborhood. The CDD is paid on your tax bill. So if you're escrowing your monthly payments, your CDD will be escrowed as well. If you have any questions, please, I know it's confusing. I get confused sometimes. I think it's a really important piece of information you need to know. So again, Erica Jolles, I'm here for you to help you with anything I can, specifically today, questions about CDD and HOAs.